How can our teenagers get exercise in the middle of this crisis? Why are hardware stores still open? New Yorkers are asking all sorts of things of me, but I'm going to start now with a question that's really crucial because it's about how people can get the vital supplies they need and actually be able to afford it. So this question comes from Odetta in the Bronx. And Odetta says, businesses here in the Bronx have raised prices on essential items like hand sanitizer, disinfectant, and latex gloves. What can we do about it? Well, Odetta, the answer is what they're doing is absolutely wrong. And we're going to follow up with you directly to find out which businesses those were so we can enforce on them. But we're going to bring the hammer down on any business that practices price gouging in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic. It's unbelievable. It's immoral and it's illegal. So the reality is 3 weeks ago, I signed an executive order and I said that any company, any business that price gouges, we're going to go enforce and they will be fines. Now the fines really add up because any individual fine for a specific item, just one item on the shelf, can be as much as $500 just for that item. And if they have a bunch of items in the store, it can really add up quickly. We've actually issued 2,700 violations so far. So we're showing these businesses it's absolutely unacceptable. And I want to be really clear to anyone, if you see price gouging, call 311 immediately and we will send inspectors out. We will not tolerate this. Now here's the question, can a hardware store be operating at full capacity under the rules now governing what's open and what's not during this crisis? The answer is yes. Hardware stores are considered essential businesses. So you say, why? Because if you have a problem in your building, if there's something wrong with the plumbing, if there's something wrong with the heating, the air conditioning, you name it, you might need to get to a hardware store to get the tools you need or the supplies you need. The same for people who work in building service. They need to be able to get to what the hardware stores have. Now, that's why they're kept open also for essential construction. They can be very, very valuable. But I want to say to the hardware store owners, listen, one point, if you've got people working at your store who do not need to be there, they're not essential to running it day to day, they're doing the bookkeeping or something else like that, please send them home. Let them work remotely. The fewer people, the better. Even in an essential business, we want the fewest people there possible. One more now from Alex. And Alex says, I know we shouldn't go outside, but as an 18-year-old, I can say teenagers are going through a lot. Some of us have backyards or porches. Is it bad to get air? Well, Alex, I just want to say I feel for you. It is tough for all of us, but I think it's especially tough for younger people to have these restrictions on what we can do. Look, the rules are there for a reason. Obviously, it's to protect people. It's particularly to protect our older relatives and anybody in our life who may have pre-existing conditions and may be vulnerable. So sometimes it's going to feel tough to make sense of these rules, but they're there for a reason, and you can feel in your heart you're really doing good every time you follow what the guidance that's been given. Listen, you can go outside. Yes, you can go outside. You can get exercise. Keep it as brief as you can and follow some very simple guidance. For example, obviously keep 6 feet away from people at all times. There's no more team sports until this is over because it's just too much close proximity for everyone. There's no gatherings with friends. If you go outside, you have to do it alone or keeping that social distancing. Always have that scarf or that bandana, that face covering available for any time you might be closer to people. So look, these are smart rules. They're going to help keep everyone safe. But one more thing, Alex, for anybody, young people or anybody, who's feeling the pressure this moment, feeling anxious, feeling depressed, feeling confused, you want to talk to someone who's professional as a counselor and can help you out, call 888-NYC-WELL, 24/7, multiple languages, no charge, always there for New Yorkers to help them get through this crisis. Thanks for all the questions, everyone. Keep sending them over, and I will keep giving you answers.